Smosh Summer Games Apocalypse Podcast Takeover is still going on. So that means we're out in the desert still. We're cooking our little butts off. We're talking about all the Smosh Summer Games dramatic moments that have happened in the past. And let me just get right into the podcast. I'm just going to shut up right now. So they said we couldn't meet Obama, but we can meet Joe Biden. We were just like, nah.
Never go to bed angry. If you're about to go to bed angry with each other, just end the night with some light dueling.
Person had to pick another player and suck one of their toes. It's funny because I got the punishment, but really it was Courtney that had to endure it.
Oh, God. There's too many dudes in Smosh Summer Games.
It's a sausage fest. Let's just say it.
Well, you know, during the summer, you got to barbecue. You got to
whip out the sausage.
Yeah, you got to whip out the sausage. We're camping.
All right, I need to move on from this. This is getting a little weird.
This is going to be about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll flash you at 10.
All right, flash me. Okay.
I want them to go away.
Nope.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the SmoshCast. It's a special Smosh Summer Games Apocalypse. I am joined by my two apocalyptic friends here, Joven, the Jovenshire, the paranormal pirate, the Ovenshire, the Joshua Ovenshire, just all around dumbass Joven.
I really wanted 50 minutes of just that.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Did I cover all the names?
Probably. We got the paranormal pirate. Yeah. The sexy Shire. You missed that one.
No, I missed that one on purpose.
Okay.
And I'm also joined by the Dave. I have never really said your name before.
Shouldn't.
David.
No.
Is it Dave or David?
Do not speak my mortal
I'm sorry.
name. Only Lasercorn.
The Lasercorn.
Lord of the Streak.
The corn to the Ian corn.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true. The corn deer Ian.
The ship that will never die.
Yeah, the ship that cannot be
Can't
sunk.
die, won't die.
Yeah.
Cannot be sunk.
Yeah. I'm very sorry for anyone listening and not viewing this because you cannot see that my nipples are out, which they very much are.
Yeah, no, they are.
See.
It's like so, like you're like the last person that would ever cut nipple holes out of their shirt, and yet here we are, just nipples exposed.
I felt that I needed their power for this competition.
Yeah. Did you feel like you needed them to get a little more sun? Like you want to tan your nipples?
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like my nipples could be a little bit darker. Darken those nipples up. Nipple tan.
Just flash forward 2 years, you sitting there at a doctor's office. It's like, it's strange, we've never seen this before, but you were the first case of nipple cancer.
Yeah, it's never happened before. What about
Joven, I'm pretty sure they just call that breast cancer, and a lot of people get
But that's when it's inside of.
I mean, it's part of the membrane, so
okay.
a lot of
It's
people,
part of the
like when
breast.
they
Pretty
get like breast
insane.
cancer, they have to get the
They have
nipple
to
taken
lose-
off as
okay,
well.
Wow.
Here's
Not
the thing.
everybody,
You can
just
still
saying.
you can still tan if you put on the sunscreen that protects you, right? So what if I invented some sort of device that covered the rest of you, but only tanned your nipples?
Yeah, you just
They're called peekaboo bras.
just get a. Oh yeah,
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's for
man.
you know.
It's kinky stuff.
I was thinking for breastfeeding.
Oh yeah, I guess for breast. Ryan, back us up on this. You've. This is gonna sound creepy, but you have a wife that is breastfed before.
Yep.
Wait, but so have you.
Yeah.
So you should know this. Do they make bras with like the hole cut out for the nipple, so you can just like poke your little nip through and
They do.
feed
So
the
yeah,
kid?
it's like a little latch.
I don't know if that's how she did it though, but that's kind of optional.
Did you always just look away whenever she exposed her breast, and you're like,
She
"Oh
would-
God"?
She would usually go. So if we were at the mall or something, she would go to the little parents area in the mall. I would do that, and I would just hang out and like play video games. And like she did the pumping thing. She was big into pumping, so a lot of times she would just have a bottle full of already breast milk there.
Already breast milk.
Yeah,
I
It was-
can't wait
it was her
to
brand.
start fatherhood just to start getting advice from Lasercorn like
Yeah.
this.
I don't think.
It's just like broken English and some like half true.
My English isn't broken.
Well, no, it's not that you're broke. Like you like almost stutter your sentences when you're talking about like stuff sometimes about like parenthood.
I don't stutter.
Nuts.
I don't have a stutter. You, sir, can't even use the right words in a sentence. How dare you?
No, I'm dyslexic. Are you really going to make fun of my mental disabilities here?
No.
Is it dyslexia, or is it you
Sometimes.
just can't see the keys on your phone?
Well, both of those are different things.
Okay. I am.
I have a lot of
astonished
ailments.
Yeah, so if you guys don't follow Joven on the socials, and you should, it's really entertaining because...
Not if you're triggered by typos, though. Oof.
Yeah. I like how, like, I feel like half your comments on any of your, like, photos are people just making fun of your caption.
Mm-hmm. I call that engagement.
Yeah. I should start doing that.
Yeah.
I should start doing that. My engagement's So... Yeah, and I get so weirded out when I see you made a post that has 0 typos. I'm like, okay, who wrote this for Joven?
No, I get freaked out too. I have to like double check my correctly spelled stuff because I'm like, no, one of these is wrong. One of these is not like the other.
It's very it's off-brand for you, and I don't think you should do it anymore. I think it really clashes with your brand.
Yeah.
But you're really dyslexic?
So I'm a little dyslexic, yes, and like it almost gets triggered because of the blind spots in my eyes because like I won't see like the complete word.
Yeah.
And so my brain will try to fill in the gaps, but then like sometimes like switch the words around, or sometimes in some cases like actual words will switch together.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Jamie Lannister's dyslexic, so you're in good company.
Yeah, no, it's something that can be overcome.
Well, Jamie Lannister never had to write an Instagram post.
That's true.
That's true. And
I
he's
would
also
follow his
missing a
Insta,
hand.
though.
Has he ever had to, like, read or write anything in that show? I'm pretty sure he just stabbed people.
No, Tywin makes him read a letter. They're in the tent. He makes him read. And he struggles through it.
Wait, is the actor like dyslexic, or
No,
is the character?
The character is dyslexic.
Oh,
It's in the
why is
book.
that a detail?
What? Because it adds character depth.
Oh.
In the book, Tywin's talking, and he's like, yeah, Jamie almost couldn't read. He had the letters get turned around in his mind, but I made him do it or something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this is the 3rd week of Smosh Summer Games. Guys, we are deep into it.
Deep.
As you can see, my...
Balls deep in Summer Games.
Please don't describe it as balls deep.
Why? You said we're deep. You set me up for it.
I just don't want to... Because now I'm, like, picturing, like,
Nope.
half of
Don't
the
go that
Smosh
way.
Summer Games sign, like,
Nope.
penetrating the other side of the Smosh Summer Games.
No.
And just, it's a strange... I don't know why that popped
And
in
we're
my head.
all there.
It's... I mean, that mushroom cloud is kind of, like...
Nope.
Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, if you guys are watching on YouTube, I am covered in silver splatter. I'm assuming that one has already came out, but if it hasn't,
Yeah.
and if you haven't seen the video, you should go and find it and watch it right now. It's good stuff.
Got some miracle moments.
Punishment archery. Bow.
Yeah.
Punishment crossbow. Zombie.
Zombie celebrity
It's
shootout.
going to be a good clickbaity title. You guys will see it.
Yeah. We shoot Bob Ross.
Yeah? Yeah, he had
the
it
real-
coming.
What?
What?
You got something against Bob Ross?
Yeah.
What?
With his calm voice and his happy little trees. He's
It
hiding
really
something.
is the opposite of what Lasercorn is, so he wouldn't trust that.
I don't trust a man that just is always is that calm.
Have you seen like the military photo of Bob Ross?
No. There's
It's
a
like
military
Where he
photo?
looks like
Yeah.
a badass.
He has obviously like no hair. He has like the crew cut, and he looks like a completely different person.
Really?
Yeah, it's awesome.
That was Mr. Rogers' thing too, right? He was in the military, and then he's like, I just don't want to be mean anymore.
Oh, well,
That
wasn't
happens
he a
to a few
sniper, or was
people.
that a rumor?
No, I don't think, it was
that's
a
true.
sniper.
Yeah,
I don't know. Someone on the internet look it up and leave it in the comments.
Mr. Rogers has probably killed more people than
Jesus.
No, he's definitely killed more people than any of the people involved in Smosh combined. I would hope so.
We don't know.
We don't
that.
know that.
You heard it here first.
Lasercorn. This is
Mr. Rogers is a ruthless killing machine. Ian said it, not me. I think he's a wonderful human being.
Him you like,
Yeah.
but Bob Ross is a no-go.
That's correct.
Okay.
It's funny where you draw the line, or should you say, draw the happy tree?
Yeah. No, I don't there's something behind that tree. Clown with a knife.
So Smosh Games, man, you guys have been in Smosh Games since the inception of
Since
it.
Yeah.
the 80-hour work weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys remember like when you guys started? We were doing 2 videos a day.
Yeah. It
That was a
awful.
stupid idea. Why did we think that was a good idea?
I mean, that was like a kind of a Defy initiative.
Yeah.
I won't take blame for
Yeah.
that.
Well, it's funny because over at Clever, we were doing like 2 videos a day. And
Right.
so we're like, when we were doing Clever Games, and we're like, oh, we'll do that for Smosh Games. But the videos we were doing were like, hey, look, there's a new character announced in Borderlands. Let's take a look at him. And then the next one would be like, here's how to get a secret costume in the new Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
And it was much less involved.
No, it's
Right.
the same
Yeah.
thing as doing a backseat gamer and a dope or nope in the same day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, when you had to come over to Smosh Games, you had to actually make quality content.
What was your least
Ooh,
favorite show?
Our content was quality.
Oh, my least favorite show on Smosh Games?
What was your least favorite show?
Gosh, they're all so bad. No, I'm just kidding. Well, of like the first batch, I'm trying to think of like there's probably something that I really didn't like and I just forgot what
You
it was.
probably hated Sagnut.
Sagnut. What did Sagnut stand for again?
Smosh Action Games News Update today.
It was a great
Fist pound.
Yeah, it was a great title. Like that was one thing that we murdered out the gate. Smosh Games.
Yeah.
We had the best.
Titles.
We had the best titles for things. Game Bang.
Game Bang was great. Raging Bonus.
Raging
Bonus. Dope or Nope.
Dope or
which we came up with, and then later on, I'm just gonna say it. Matthias. From like he did. I mean, he had like a big YouTube channel. Then he did these other sort of channels.
Mm-hmm.
He started a channel called Dope or Nope.
Let's sue him.
So-
Let's sue his balls off right now.
There was
Lawyers.
Get me my lawyer.
very early on. Someone shared with us a review of a car. It was like a
really?
highly ranked like a good publication of a review of a new Mazda or something. And the guy, the writer of the article was talking about how his son was a big fan of this this video game show called Dope or Nope. So he's like, I'm going to do it in the same format like those guys do.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
We inspired.
Yeah.
That's cool. And we're going to take a quick break. Hey SmoshCast listeners, it is I, Ian Hecox, host of the SmoshCast. Around here, we get a lot of questions from people who want to start their own podcast. So if you're one of those people and you have an idea for a show, I want to tell you guys about Anchor. Anchor is a Spotify-owned company that makes it easy for people to get into podcasting. It's basically an all-in-one, totally free platform where you can record a podcast, host it, distribute it, measure your performance analytics, and find some show sponsors. And all this works in your web browser or through Anchor's mobile app. You can give Anchor a try for free at anchor.fm/Smosh. That's anchor.fm/Smosh. And now back to some dum-dums. Yeah, we had all the best names.
Top 5 Friday.
I always wanted Top 5 Friday on Saturday.
Wait, that eventually
would've been
happened,
good.
and I
I know.
was so angry
Yeah,
about it.
but we didn't call it that, did we?
It was just changed to top 5.
Yeah, it was just called Top 5.
Top 5 blank.
But I really wanted to
Yeah.
call it Top 5 Friday on Saturday.
I
It
forgot
never
about
stuck.
I forgot about Raging Bonus.
Raging Bonus. Yeah, it's just whatever we
And
want to
then
do.
obviously Gamer Nation.
Gamer.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Gamer Nation.
Gamer Nation was a terrible
And
idea.
then-
Let's be honest.
Well, look, it was a gaming news show.
Yeah.
You can only make a gaming news show so interesting. So you guys decided, well, what'll make this quirky and Smosh like? Let's add this annoying robot.
Smoshbot!
Dude,
Don't diss-
Smoshbot. Yeah, don't diss
Smoshbot,
Smoshbot.
that's the biggest
We
regret
like
we have is that
Smoshbot
Smoshbot isn't
better.
around anymore.
Yeah. Do you know whose idea Smoshbot was? So basically, like, Smoshbot was this robot, this sad robot that was having like an existential crisis.
It just wanted to die. It hated us completely.
He had 0 limbs. He was just the TV with a sad face,
Yeah.
and he just wanted to die.
He
I
hated us for creating him, and he also hated his life in existence. Yes.
The crew hated us for making it.
Yeah,
It was great.
He was
Did we ever-
constantly falling apart.
Did we ever kill him off?
Well, not on camera. The production manager, I
Jeffy just
think,
threw
yeah.
him away eventually.
Oh my
Like
god!
with like anger,
He
just threw
recycled
it away.
Yeah.
He upset a lot of people
Yeah.
at the office. Smoshbot.
And
Yeah.
then what happened was Boston Dynamics went through our trash.
Yeah.
And they stole him and created a better prototype from his bones.
Did we bring Smoshbot back for when we started doing the we had this SGA channel. We started doing like old episodes. We didn't do old episodes. We did old shows again. And did we have Smoshbot as a
I think we had some kind of reprisal of the Smoshbot.
that he was like introducing stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, can I take this opportunity to apologize for Smosh Games Alliance? Because that was definitely a Defy idea. That was
That was-
not our
yeah.
idea.
Okay, yeah,
We're
that
like,
was-
we don't
that
know
was-
anything about starting a network. We make videos. And they're like,
Okay.
you have to do it.
That Smosh Games Alliance was the grossest money grab that Defy
Yeah.
tried to do.
Yeah, we
They
hated
kind of
it.
forced it upon us, and we made the
Yeah.
most that we could. We tried to turn it. So basically, Defy was like, "Oh, this MCN thing. This
Yeah.
is great. All we have to do is just
It was an
rope
MCN
in."
inside another
Yeah,
MCN.
Yeah, they're like, all we have to do is just rope in a bunch of like people that don't know any better, and we'll take a percentage of their ad revenue. This will be great.
We
and
had to watch so many videos to come up with the clip show, but then the ones we'd always wind up picking, unfortunately, were like they weren't in the MCN, but there wasn't any organization to the program, so we didn't know who was in or not.
Yeah, there was no way. There was no way for us to like check and see who was in. So when people would tweet us videos that are like, "Hey, put this on Smosh Games Alliance," they're like, "Is he in the Alliance? I don't know."
Do you remember the name of the guy that we always liked?
Blasphemous. Yeah,
Blasphemous.
He's over 1 million now.
Is he?
Yeah.
We
He's
started
killing
that.
it.
Blasphemous. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, go check it out.
Check out
Tell him
Blasphemous.
that we made
He's
him.
great. Yeah, he's always says titty sprinkles. He's awesome. Yeah, I love that dude.
I'm glad-
Sounds like we raised a monster.
Yeah.
What? No, he's phenomenal.
Yes,
An awesome monster.
So Smosh Games Alliance, we had an MCN forced upon us, and we
Yeah.
try to make the most of it. We're like, okay, it can't just be an MCN. We have to use this as a way to raise these sort of smaller creators up, give a platform to basically showcase other people's talents, and then grow them, and then maybe
Which
we can,
in theory is great.
it was a nice idea, but there was no like selection process. Literally, like you could just
Yeah.
submit your channel, and I think you got accepted. It wasn't the best thing ever, and it could have been done better, but it was forced upon us, and we
Yeah.
made the most of
I
it.
remember, and it was kind of a weird. It was after like a VidCon or Wizard World or some kind of convention where like an angry fan went up to Matt Robb and was like, "I want answers about the Smosh Games Alliance and when are we going to get paid?" And he's
Oh.
like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
And it was like, we were still a part of Defy, so it was like before we could bash on Defy too openly, but it's like it
Yeah.
wasn't on us. Like there was literally one person working on that whole project.
Whoever actually created the MCN and the network and the back end of it didn't communicate with us at all. I, to this day, don't know who this person
We've kind of
was.
just transitioned. Are we allowed to like crap on Smosh project this much? Are we allowed to do that?
It was a Defy project.
I'd
was
say
Defy
I'd
project?
put this
Yeah.
on Defy.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it had our name, but not our
Yeah, they probably
Stamp of approval.
I think it was something that somebody in the high up said, "Let's do this. They're gonna do it. All right, do it right now." And then the actual people that had to work on it were like, "Well, this doesn't work." And then the higher ups would be, "Well, too bad. Just make it work. Just whatever. We'll give you a guy. We'll give you a guy that'll just take care of everything." And then there's probably thousands of people that signed up, and then this background guy's like, "Wait, so I have to?"
yeah. And
manage.
I remember that guy was also still had like his other job at the company too, so he just like was drowning under it.
Redonkulous.
Let's talk about happier things. Let's talk about the games.
Let's talk about the worst
Oh.
Smosh Games punishments.
Oh, okay.
Worst punishments?
In
man.
the summer games and winter games, or just in general?
Let's talk about Summer Games.
Okay, Summer Games the worst Summer Games punishment. Butt Sunday. I don't know if I ever got a butt
Did you have
Sunday.
to do
Oh,
a
I did
butt-
it Wild West. Like it's just sticky
Yeah.
and sugary, and like you're just out around bugs, and now they just all want to go towards your ass.
Yeah,
It's not good.
but your ass must have been delicious,
It,
right?
But-
Did you taste the butt sundae?
no.
Did you get a spoon?
I
You
could
didn't
no. I
taste-
could assume. I know what whipped cream tastes like. I know what chocolate sauce tastes like. I know what ice cream
But
tastes
you've
like.
never eaten it out of your own butt before.
I have not, and I would like that to go on record too.
Yeah.
May we just confirm that?
Yeah, mine. Courtney waxed me during the archery. That was unpleasant. That was my first ever waxing.
Well,
Yeah, my legs. And I don't know if we can get a shot of this. I have very hairy legs. There's a lot to be waxed, and a lot of hair came off. It looked like someone had ripped the fur off a small squirrel, and it
Too
was
descriptive.
It was not pleasant. It was not pleasant, but thankfully it was over quickly.
I think one of the worst punishments may have come this year, and dear God, I hope it comes out before this podcast. And it's funny because I got the punishment, but really it was Courtney that had to endure it.
Oh, yeah.
God. Okay, Joven, and if you guys were watching, I believe the travel vlog, you were saying how excited you were.
I like from the travel
this.
log even before that in the
Yeah.
concept when these ideas were told to us, I was like, that's the one I'm gonna get.
So
That's
what's
the one I was gonna
so
get.
what's the punishment?
So the punishment was called like I think they're like dystopian. I feel like there was another word in front of it, but it was
Something
the pun was the
Something
play
like
on word with toe.
Suck, right?
Suck a dystopia. And so
Dystosuckia?
person had to pick another player and suck one of their toes. And I just knew because I know what works on camera. I know what those moments are going to be. So I the moment I heard it, I was like, I'm going to get that. That's what I'm going to get. I said it like maybe 100 times. If you don't believe in the secret,
You were
rethink it.
You were way too excited
Because you had to make it real.
Suck toe.
Like if you're gonna do something, like you need to make it real in your head, and that's what happened. Like it even got to the point where if you watch carefully, and I don't know how it got edited because we're still filming, but I pull it out and Matt Rob's next to me, and I even kind of look at him to kind of think like, do we fake it and do I just say that I got it?
Are you telling me that you willed it into existence?
Yes, I wasted a wish on this.
Yeah.
And we kind of have a look back and forth because we know you got to make a video good. But then I unfold it and just I look back at him and the shock in his eyes made me laugh because I actually got the dystopian. It's
We
like
did not fake
I've been
that.
talking about it for like weeks and I was like, I got it. I finally got it.
Not only talking about it, he's been on WikiFeed looking for
Waiting.
who in the cast has the best feet
And
scores.
that is why I
He's
had
like,
to avoid
what toe
Mari.
am I going to suck?
Mari's got some ugly feet. I don't have like a foot thing. It's not my thing, but like I know what's
Yes, he
funny.
does.
I know I love shock comedy. I'm all about it. Sometimes with actual shock collars. And this was just I knew it was gonna be funny. And the fact that I had
You
already
sucked that toe for like a minute
I
straight.
bounced
Or what
around
felt-
with it. I
what
just
felt like a minute.
Yeah.
Because we did not like to watch that.
Yeah.
We felt
how do
very
you think Courtney felt? There might be a
Probably-
conversation when we get back where I'm not allowed to be in videos with her, and I partly understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
Courtney.
Yeah, yeah.
But also, we did it. We did it for the video, and it was hilarious, I think.
How did the toe taste?
It was uncomfortable.
Well, so there's a trick to it. Like, I've done some pretty disgusting things in my career, just on Smosh alone.
It's not the first thing you sucked for a job.
Yeah. So I like there's things you can do to make it not as bad for you. Like I don't think her toe got any tongue, so it was like a whole lot of saliva and lip, and so like it really wasn't too bad for me till afterwards. I was like, you can feel like there was dirt. Like her feet are dirty. We're walking around in the desert and there's sweat and there's everything, so it's not good. But it was definitely worse for her than me.
yeah.
You just have to know how to turn it off in your brain and just barrel forward.
Yeah, I think I might have just taken the point loss on that one. I don't want to suck anyone's feet on camera.
Yeah, that's
On camera. He
kept
specifically
watching-
said on camera.
But no,
people.
well, in general.
I kept watching everyone's punishment. And I'm like, gosh, some of these are really
Yeah.
bad. I'm glad I didn't get them. And then mine wasn't like too bad. It didn't.
Which one was yours? You had the.
I had the Witness Me. The
Witness Me.
spray
I was
paint
actually
to the
worried
face.
about that one.
That's why I got all the silver all over me.
Because we'd done that in the office a while ago, and I don't know if it was the same stuff this time as it was then,
No,
but
they
then
get-
it was like nasty.
They gave you real paint.
Oh.
They were trying to kill you.
That makes
well,
sense.
it was, they gave it, you did it right out of the aerosol can. I don't know if it was real paint or not, but it was definitely much more unpleasant than the stuff you were using. The
Yeah,
first time
mine
we did
wasn't
it.
that bad.
Yeah, they specifically didn't use the can again because I tried it once and I did it and it like everything burned afterwards. Like my tongue and
It is
throat.
not good.
Yeah, that might have just been paint.
Yeah.
You might have just sprayed paint into your mouth.
Yeah, it was, I didn't like
Which
it.
explains-
Witness me getting cancer in my mouth.
Well, here's the thing: is I did it for like an Instagram video or something, and I got through it. I'm like, "Witness me!" And then immediately after, I was like, "Oh." What was your worst punishment, Ian, so far?
I feel like I've never really gotten a really terrible punishment. I think I had like wasabi. I had to like eat some wasabi paste.
Was that in Summer Games or in general?
I think it was
because
in Summer Games.
if we
Oh,
open it to
you open it
everything,
to
like, do you ever have
everything?
like a moment that was like, maybe I don't need to do these anymore?
I mean, for one of the punishments, it was I don't think it was the Game Bang 272, which was like our big like fake celebration of like, oh my god, it's our 272nd.
yeah. 272.
Like everyone was like, why 272? We're like, just cause.
It's like, why? Because
It's an important
we
number.
don't want
Don't
to do
question it.
273.
Yeah.
That's why.
But it was a big tournament that we did. You remember when we brought like everyone
Yeah.
together?
Everyone came back for it, yeah.
I think that might have been 272. The lowest 4 people had to eat habanero peppers and sing karaoke, I want to say.
Was that for that? That might have been for that. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever it was that I ate, because obviously we've done habanero peppers several times.
I have a strict no peppers rule anymore
Yeah.
because it shuts me down afterwards.
yeah,
It causes tummy troubles.
For some reason, this time I was like, okay, like I did it, and it was like normal. Obviously it sucks in your mouth and everything, but then on the drive home, like an hour later, all of a sudden I just started getting the worst stomach cramps, and I thought I was gonna like my pants, like,
like-
in the car, and I
of
was
course,
like,
it's LA, so it's like an hour to get home.
yeah. Luckily, it was like 10 minutes from my house, so I was just strangely like twisted in my car. I was like, okay, I can make it.
For you.
I like how in this recreation you're still on your phone, even though you're twisting like this. You're
No,
like,
that
I
was,
can
When I
make
see
no,
he's
no,
holding
this
on to
is
the
me
wheel.
holding
you
onto my
drive it?
little
Okay.
tiny wheel because
Right.
apparently I drive a Power Wheels to
okay.
work.
I think though, and it's funny because we did mention this on the way up, is this thing that we've kind of blocked from our memory. The absolute worst punishment that we've ever done that should not have been done in the first place, should not have been filmed, and definitely should probably get taken down, is the Dragon City Skinemax video.
Oh no, that's amazing. Are you
No,
kidding me?
that needs to get taken down. It is wildly inappropriate,
No,
and
you-
none of us can join office
No,
now.
you're just embarrassed. We rewatched that on the drive up here, and I still found it hilarious. It's okay. And this is the weird part. That was a brand deal.
That was a brand deal.
And-
how did we get away with that?
I don't know, because I think was it like a weird like foreign company that was just
Maybe.
yeah, sure.
It's a
I think
Chinese
it- yeah, it
company
might have been
Yeah.
Chinese
that
company.
makes Dragon City. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically the pitch was we're gonna have like these battles and everyone is like in these like really elaborate like
The
cool
costumes
like
were cool.
dragon costumes and makeup. But the losers, because in the game you could like have dragons mate and make a baby, so the losers had to do a full on like mating scene, and it was like a dragon sex scene. All my scale, what do they call like furry people, but they're into dragons? Like
Oh, that's a
scale
thing?
scale
Scalies?
I might have
Scalies?
just found a new
I don't know.
kink.
It might be scalies. I don't know.
I didn't know that was such a thing.
All my dragon kin out there probably really dug it. You
Okay.
know,
Or like we're offended because we didn't respect it.
yeah.
The last shot of it is kind of awesome with like our wings opening apart and then there's
Just a
Mario
little
reveals
piece
the
of poo.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like you guys all doing your dragon mating, it was very beautifully shot.
Yeah.
And
It was sensual.
And you can see like Anthony and I are just like kind of like awkwardly standing behind it all, like what the hell is going
What do we
on?
say?
Yeah, it was definitely the strangest brand deal.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
It's the top 2 cringiest videos for me that I've done that if they went off the internet, I'd be happy.
The
Yeah.
Sonic video.
Oh, no, Sonic wasn't even that word. It's, if
I thought that was pretty cringy.
if I can get rid of the Emma Watson.
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson video. If I can get rid of that, I'd be happy.
You got to talk to Emma Watson in that.
That was great. It was the rap. I can't.
Yeah, what was the rap again?
I don't know. I blacked out.
It was better than the West rap.
Yeah, but anything's better than the West rap. I think we also mentioned the West rap in the podcast with
You gotta
with
bring
Matt
up the
Robb
West
and-
rap.
It's like, yeah, that's a pinnacle moment.
We haven't mentioned it at Summer Games yet. We haven't actually like brought it up in a video, and I don't know if there's gonna be a rule about us not mentioning it for the belly flop at the end of the month, because we're doing the belly flop competition, guys. So make sure you stick
I'll
around
just
for that.
mention it before the belly flop competition.
I think we should. I don't know, man.
I think the joke has had its time.
I think that ship
All right.
sailed.
Okay. We can let it die.
Please.
But let's roll it one more time.
We'll probably bring it up. But now that I'm on Wes's team, I don't know if I want to mess with his head like that. You know?
Don't get into his head.
I don't want to Wes with his head. You know? Yeah. I'm excited to see what he brings because we think that he's been training this whole year.
He almost died in a belly flop incident.
Uh-huh.
His belly flops have been more flips than flops.
Yep. They've always been. He tries.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
It's one of those things where,
Questions.
like, in your head, you could see it, but your head doesn't tell you, no, we can't do that.
Yeah. He's got the American confidence. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I could do that.
Barrel
The
forward.
confidence with no real reason behind it.
Yeah,
Just like,
exactly.
There's
Like,
no reason to believe I should be able to do this, but I do believe it.
That's the American way.
Yeah.
Because like
We call that manifest destiny. Kind of.
And you're
I don't know
canceled.
words.
All right.
Yeah.
But this one's been fun so far. Like
Yeah.
we've got Kimmy here, which is actually kind of cool. We've got like just new energy. I told her afterwards, I was like, you were in the crosshairs. I felt like it was too soon to like make you think I was the weird one.
Oh, were you thinking
'Cause
about sucking her toe?
I was thinking about it. I was like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
like way to get you.
I tried to throw Kimmy into the fire right there because we were all talking about like, whose toe you suck, and I just instinctively stepped forward and I was like, I volunteers tribute. But then after everyone thought that would be a bad idea, then I was like, okay, Kimmy. Kimmy.
Now she knows that like she got her free one, and she doesn't know when I'm gonna get her.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you gave her a pass on that one. That's
No,
nice of you.
Yeah, I'm still hoping we could break Kimmy by the end of Summer Games.
This is her first and last Summer Games.
She's got
She
to
won't
she's
come
got to be
back.
broken down to be built up. You know, that's
Yeah.
how it always works. Have you seen Whiplash?
That guy was such a jerk.
We got a
drum-
Whiplash
movie?
Kimmy.
Yeah.
So over the different games, you had Shane had his first Summer Games where he was a ref. You had Damien, his first Summer Games was West, and now Kimmy gets this one as her first like appearance in Summer Games. So they're keeping the
Yeah.
keeping it strong.
There's just too many dudes. There's too many dudes in Smosh Summer Games.
Too many dudes.
We need a
Smosh Games it's a sausage. Or
Mix
the
it up
Summer
a little
Games.
bit.
It's a sausage fest. Let's just
Yeah.
say it.
Well,
There's a lot of
during the
sausage.
summer you got to barbecue, you got to
Yeah, you got to whip out the sausages.
you got to whip out the sausage. We're canceled.
All right, I need to move on from this. This
Yeah.
is getting a little weird. Start talking about sausages, and it's just making me hungry. all
The
right?
food's been great. The food has been great. This is probably
Yeah.
the best year for food we've had so
Oh
far.
man, the food spread was
Yeah.
stellar. Gosh, they just had everything. Like that's the funny thing about the caterers up here in Barstow.
They go ham.
Which is just
without
in the
even
middle of
having
nowhere.
ham.
Yeah.
Did you see those potatoes?
The potatoes were the size of footballs, every single one.
Yeah.
They were all individually wrapped in foil, and it's like you see a bunch of huge potatoes. You're like, okay, I'm gonna search for a small one, and you couldn't find one.
No
They were
small
all
potatoes here.
Gigantic.
Yeah, that's from the radiation from the nuclear tests that they do out here.
Oh,
The Barstow nuclear tests.
that's
I
right.
think we wound up in this
now all
apocalypse.
their potatoes are giant, and they may give you superpowers or cancer. It's a coin flip.
Whichever one comes first.
Yeah.
Maybe cancer is a superpower. We don't know.
I've seen Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people flying around.
That's true.
I
a
couldn't
lot of
do
radiations.
Chernobyl. I
What?
couldn't do it.
Oh, it's depressing.
It
Yeah, it's
is.
just too sad. And you watch the first episode and you just know like this isn't gonna go well for anyone.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I think it was described best. Somebody was like, "It's gooey." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's pretty gooey."
Yeah.
And I think around episode 3, it gets pretty gooey.
Yep, that
Yep.
didn't make it that far.
It's
I'm okay
really
with that
it's
decision.
really well made. Apparently, Russia's working on their own.
Where an American, yeah, I heard about this. Where an American spy blows up the
What?
thing. Yeah, that's their angle on it.
Seriously?
Yeah,
That's
that's
so dumb.
that it was American sabotage.
We don't know
Not-
that didn't happen.
Not Russian incompetence.
Yeah, of course not.
They've got like some good scientists, right? They got a guy that made Tetris. They got smart people.
Yeah, but even smart people can do stupid stuff.
Yeah, I'm
That's
aware.
right.
Yeah.
Do it all the time.
And also, it wasn't. They cheaped out on the rods or whatever, and those were like the. Or that's what they said in the show anyway, and that was like a bureaucratic decision, I'm sure. They were
Yeah,
up to
that
the
was
scientists.
It was
yeah.
the fatal flaw because
Yeah.
they went with a cheaper alternative. Apparently,
the
tips-
graphite
yeah, the
instead of
tips
the
were
boron.
graphite. So
Yeah.
they
I
tipped
feel
it all
like
with-
there's just some things you don't skimp out on, like toilet paper and nuclear
nuclear
reactors.
fission.
yeah, nuclear control rod.
Like those
Yeah.
ones, you get the name brand.
Yeah.
You got Costco brand.
The Kirkland of nuclear reactors.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to, large governments like that, the people that are writing the checks and making the decisions aren't the scientists.
Yeah.
So scientists is like, hey, we shouldn't do that. And they're like, but it's cheaper this way.
Yeah.
So I mean, it not explode.
Yeah. Do your job and shut up.
Just don't put all the control rods in at the same time. And it'll be
At the
okay.
time.
Like, when is that ever going to happen? It's
Never
not
going to happen.
It's fine. Graphite tips. Who knows? Like, this accent's getting worse. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
stop.
digging it.
I don't know what it is
Next
anymore.
week's podcast, Ian's only doing that accent.
Yeah.
Just bad, obscure Eastern European accent.
It's good.
If you don't keep it specific, it's not racist.
Yeah, keep it vague.
Because if it bounces around different regions,
There's safety and ambiguity.
exactly.
Well,
See, you don't know what accent
I-
that
It's
is.
like Arnold just suffered a head injury.
He just got drop kicked.
Yeah.
Did
Did you see that guy that drop kicked him and just like bounced off? And Arnold's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I didn't notice."
Yeah,
He didn't notice. He still like went forward and it was
Yeah.
sort of like, ah.
that guy literally ran at him and jumped in the air and kicked him, and he barely moved, and he just like, huh, what? Oh, okay.
yeah.
And then he made some funny tweet about it. I love Arnold.
Yeah.
I can't believe he was our freaking governor.
He did a good job.
That's so weird. He was the governor of California.
Did he do a good job? I don't know what he did
He had a good
during
run.
his time.
I
there.
mean,
Did
we're
he?
still
Yeah.
here, so I guess
Yeah.
it worked out okay. I just love that, like, during his tenure as governor of California, all the airports had really annoying shirts because all of the shirts were like, the governor.
Yeah.
And it was just like, God, can we just get past this
Should get one of
timeline?
those.
I'd like to point out, though, that during his tenure, not once were we attacked by predators.
Same thing could be said about Jesse Ventura and wherever he was.
Yeah.
Minnesota or something
Minnesota.
like that.
Both of those, as soon as they took over, both of those places were
Predators.
entirely free of entirely free of predator attacks during their entire term. I'm not saying it's a coincidence, but
And now we have a predator in the White House. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
We'll cut
Trump
that
burn.
out. We'll cut
Can
that
we?
out.
No, leave it in.
Well, facts are facts.
I mean, it's just
Politics
an
are
opinion.
fun.
Cool stuff.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna.
I'm looking at you for guidance.
I don't
like,
expect to be invited to the White House, so I guess it's probably okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
We were invited to the White House once, and they were like, "You can meet Obama," and then we were like, "Oh, cool." And then they did like a background check, and they're like, "You can't meet Obama."
Wait, what came up? What flagged you?
I have no idea.
Oh.
We did like a presidential rap. It was this character we had a long time ago called Boxman, and he was running for president.
I remember Boxman.
Against John McCain and Barack Obama. And in it, he says a lot of very disparaging, totally untrue things about both John McCain and Barack Obama. And I don't remember a lot of it, but I know that like we said
Yeah.
that John McCain smokes crack, and
And it's one of those things.
Barack Obama has a chubby belly, and we just like Photoshop Barack looking fatter. Like,
Wow,
It's hilarious.
I
It
was
was
gonna say,
really
that's a blatant lie. He's an in shape man.
yeah, and we put cocaine dust all over. We made John McCain look like the crack guy from Dave Chappelle show.
Oh, nice,
Okay.
Tyrone Biggums.
Yeah, Tyrone Biggums.
And I'm sure, like,
And you think it
they
was
didn't
one
have
of
to do
these
a
things
deep
that- yeah.
search. Just all they had to do is search
Yeah.
Smosh
Yeah.
president and then see what videos pop
I think
up.
that's what they did. And so they said we couldn't meet Obama, but we can meet Joe Biden. And we were like,
Hey, that's a win.
we were like,
You mean future President Joe Biden?
yeah. We were just like, nah. We didn't go.
No thanks.
Like, no, we just want
I
to meet
just
the.
picture Biden sad somewhere, like, oh,
Like,
Why
oh,
doesn't,
No.
why doesn't Smosh want us?
I love the Pokemon rap. I wanted to meet those guys.
liking all your videos.
So you guys are both married.
Yes.
That we are.
Do you have any tips?
Huh.
Do you have any tips for me for when I finally find my heart and
You know,
give it to someone
Do you want
that
to know
deserves
the
it?
big advice?
What's that?
Get married, but don't get married.
Oh,
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
When I got engaged,
Okay.
1 month later, we had some friends of ours that saw us at a party and they came up and they gave us the advice. It's like, hey, we're so excited for you. We just got married to you. Just a heads up. Don't have a wedding.
what?
And I was like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, we put that money towards a house. And we did this, and we were able to
Oh,
do this,
yeah.
and we had a big party. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But then like talking to Kate, we're like, oh, we still had to spend way too much money on a wedding. But it's funny because like I, in the world of production, understand what a budget is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so we sat down one day early on, and I was like, okay, so we're gonna have a wedding. All right, so here's the budget. And then she's like, oh yeah, here's the budget, and then we'll wind up spending more. I was like, no. Here's the budget. She's like, yeah, we have a budget, and you always spend a little bit more than the budget. I was like, I don't think you know what a budget is.
So wait, Joven, are you telling me you're the first person in existence to set a budget for a wedding?
and stay on. Well, no,
No,
he's
didn't-
saying he's the first person to stay on budget for a
No,
wedding.
because it didn't work. It doesn't
oh.
happen. You
Oh.
never stay on budget.
Oh.
And,
Is
and I
that-
now understand. You can't stay on budget with a wedding.
Oh.
It's impossible.
And that's why we ended up freezing our asses off outside
In
your-
Colorado,
your wedding.
yeah.
In Colorado, after the sun went down, after
With
it
the
had
wind
just,
blowing,
after it just rained,
Days
and we all
before
had to,
winter started. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
and then because like afterwards, like you had the wedding. It's nice and it's a wonderful thing. I don't regret it at all. I just don't remember it. Where that could have been, and then when we moved to the city that we moved to, like that could have been the like the money that we spent. I could put that towards a larger place in a better city, and like that's the difference.
or just a bigger down payment.
Yeah,
So
bigger down
less-
payment with
yeah.
smaller. Like, there's
Yeah.
just weddings are great, sure, whatever. But at the same time, I don't know.
It's a lot of money.
yeah,
I think generally a lot of people now. I mean, everybody says it, but I think they all just end up doing the wedding
Yeah,
anyway.
no, it always
like
happens.
everyone always says like, no, we'll just get eloped and then we'll throw a party for our friends.
That's
but
the best idea.
That's what everybody says, but I feel like everyone's like, Yeah, but like the ceremony would be nice. And pictures would be nice.
The evolution starts. It's like
Yeah.
we'll just have a small wedding
Yeah,
with
small
15
wedding.
people. 15 people turns into 30 people. 30
Yeah.
people turns into 100
Well, we
people.
got to invite my cousins.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I know.
Spent so much money.
But like I enjoyed myself at your wedding. Like
It was a fun night.
We had a good amount of
We had a great time. It was
We
fun.
all-
we lit a cauldron fire. It was great.
And the next morning, we all went to Casa Bonita.
Casa
Bonita.
I don't know if I recommend
That
that,
was
but
fun.
you know,
No, Casa Bonita is amazing.
I enjoyed Casa Bonita as well.
I'm shaking my head vigorously.
For those of you that don't know what Casa Bonita is, I'll just
Clearly
explain
haven't
it.
seen
I'll
South
just
Park.
explain it really quickly. It was in a South Park episode. Essentially, it's a Mexican restaurant. It's 3 levels high. It's completely indoors. There's a pool in the center.
You don't get to go in the pool.
You don't get to go in the pool.
The performers do.
There are performers there, and it's sort of a Western recreation type thing. There's cowboys, but then there's also a gorilla named Chiquita.
And there's like a jungle section.
And there's people shooting. There's people. Occasionally, there'll be divers.
Yeah.
They'll go to the
High
third.
divers.
They'll go to the 3rd floor and jump off into this pool that's in the middle of the restaurant. They'll do like 3 flips, go into the water. The whole place. If you've ever been on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, it smells terrible. It's
Yeah.
this just horrible
like weird
40-year-old.
plastic and resin.
Yeah, it's a 40-year-old chlorine smell.
Yeah.
And that place has been there since the 70s. I don't think the water's ever been changed.
Yeah.
There's also a fake indoor cave in there
Yeah.
that exits out into a gift shop. Also, you get your food on this tray. It's infamously known as having like the worst
It is
Mexican food
the worst
ever.
food.
Pretty bad.
It's not great, but if you go in knowing it's
cheap.
bad, it's not bad.
What are the free desserts you get though? Those were
Sopapillas.
decent. The sopapillas were
So
good.
that's
Sopapillas
another.
were good.
That's another draw of this thing. They have this. So at your table, you have this flag, and if you want sopapillas, you raise the flag, and they come with these little sopapillas, which are just fried
I
bread.
feel like we're really selling this place.
I am
great.
selling this place.
It's not a place that people should go to.
No, if you go to the Denver area, you must go to Casa
Casa
Bonita.
Bonita.
You will not. I will not guarantee that you will have a good time, but you must go.
Yes. Also, they do a promotion that not a lot of people know about. If the cliff diver misses and hits the rocks, free nachos for your whole
Yes.
table.
Yes.
So,
but
yell stuff at him when he's.
I'm going back to. I'm actually kind of curious on what your wedding or
Oh.
your marriage advice would
Yeah,
be for Ian, because mine was just like don't spend money.
Never go to bed angry. If you're about to go to bed angry with each other, just end the night with some light dueling. Yeah, just
Okay.
duel.
See, I thought you were gonna have some real
Good-
nice advice.
good advice?
I was like, wow.
Honestly,
he's
no,
actually
like that
opening
is
up.
that is some cliche advice that I don't. My wife doesn't like that advice. She's like, no, I'm gonna go to bed angry, and I'll wake up not angry. I'm like, fine.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound. That doesn't sound
Here's
right.
the actual advice I will give for you. There is no advice that works for every couple. Every couple is different. Find out what works for you. Because, sometimes, I agree with Joven. Sometimes the person you're with just needs a night to clear their head, and then things are better in the morning. So, that advice might not work for everyone. So, find what works for you.
So that wasn't advice. That was just you discounting his advice.
No, I said I'm not discounting it. I said it probably worked. It said it
There's
works.
a mild.
Your advice was that you shouldn't listen to advice because
no.
everybody's different.
Fine. Well, no. Here, I won't.
that
His
is true.
advice was don't spend a lot on a wedding, which is good universal advice. No matter who you, don't spend a lot on a wedding. Yeah.
Put it towards real estate.
That's the only piece of universal advice.
Okay.
Though. Everything else,
Well,
take it with a grain of salt.
What's one thing that works for you? In
What's
your
one
marriage?
thing that works for us? Still, you're not dating anymore, but still do date nights. Plan something out. And here's the thing: don't do it spur of the moment. Don't just be like, "We have a free night. We should go out." Actually look at your calendar.
Yeah.
Be like, neither one of us are doing something X night. We should go do a thing we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is and you might say "Oh, that's easy," but it is very easy once you're married to slip into the, we'll just figure something out on the fly. You know, when we have a free night together.
That's some solid advice.
Hey, thank you.
Lasercorn. I'll give you a little clap.
Oh, thanks. Golf clap.
Joven, hit me with something better than that.
Don't get 4 dogs.
Oh, we just have to one up each other now on what? Yeah.
you said don't get 4 dogs.
Don't get 4 dogs.
Yeah, everyone knows that, Joven. Everyone knows you don't get 4 dogs.
Don't
Stop
get-
at 3.
Don't get any dogs over 120 pounds.
Okay, well, I don't have a dog over 120
How much
pounds.
is it?
That's great. It's 120 pounds. It's not
Times
over.
110 pounds.
Dude, my big
100
dog
pounds.
is the best dog. Like, Scotty is a German Shepherd, not a German Shepherd. It's a, I was thinking of Daisy.
Saint Bernard.
Yeah, it's a Saint Bernard, 120 pounds, but it is the biggest snuggle bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
St. Bernards are total. It's
Great. It's just got a giant derpy face, and it's funny because like all the gravity's taking their face down, and like if I'm gonna like take her outside and she's excited to go outside, she'll just look up at me with her mouth down, and just like her face is like drooping. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's my favorite dog. I have a favorite dog, and I'm okay with that.
Giant dogs are the best.
They are. They're awesome.
Scotty is a cuddle bug, but I don't think I could deal with that monster in my house all of the time.
You got a good spread of
Well,
dogs.
here's the thing. Like
'cause
you've only seen my dog like when you come over and like she's excited. because Freya the Golden will get really excited, so she'll get really excited. If like Scotty's just like by herself when she meets someone, it's excited for a few minutes, and then she's just like there with them. Like around the house, day to day, Scotty's cool. Just like lies there and does her things.
I agree. Cool dog.
Yeah. And your Pomeranian's surprisingly not an ass.
Yeah, no, it's she'll bark because it's a Pomeranian, so she'll do the barky thing every now and then. We can't get that out of her, but like other than that, she's fine. She's like the best.
Yeah.
Still not my favorite, but still good.
A lot
fluff
of
ball.
dogs.
Who would make a worse dad? And this is a question for Lasercorn. Who would make a worse dad? Myself or Joven?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm not gonna look at you. I'm not gonna try to like change your answer with my mind or anything. I'm just gonna let you speak honestly, Lasercorn.
This is rough. I don't know. Well, here's the thing: is I've seen Joven around his dogs. He's very affectionate with the dogs, so like that's a point in his favor.
You've also seen me around your child, but
Yeah,
again, not trying to
that's
influence
true.
your answer.
That's true. But Ian came to Korean barbecue with my child once and didn't bring any present for my child. Ian would be the worst dad.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No present for Tyler. I remember now.
Ooh.
You terrible, terrible man, you.
Why would I bring a present to Korean barbecue?
Because you knew Tyler
it's
was
gonna
gonna be there.
smell
Yeah, it's
like
gonna
Korean
smell like
barbecue.
Korean
for the rest of its
barbecue.
life.
I don't know. I don't
It's
have.
gonna have
Tyler still smells like Korean barbecue from that
I
night.
had to make a decision, and there's no real frame of reference.
No, you're
Like,
probably right.
Yeah.
Joven would be a better dad.
Yeah.
I kind of look at small humans like they're just kind of like there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, you're not smart like an adult.
See, well, here's the thing. Like, I would be loving and present, and I think a good dad, but also I'd be ready and not stop my kid from doing something dumb because I want to laugh when he gets hurt. Like, that's gonna be me.
Yeah.
And you'll put it on the internet so
Yeah,
we can
like,
all
it's-
enjoy your
Yeah,
child.
like
getting hurt.
it's like I'm gonna also like go fail in life. Yeah, great. Yeah, that was it. Stupid. Like, and there's still some of that. So like
Yeah, you gonna call your kid stupid?
possibly.
All right, I think I'm the better dad.
If he gets the Joven genes, yes, I've changed my mind. It's now Ian.
I would
That's
think,
true. I forgot about
I
Joven's.
would internalize. I would think my kid's stupid.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't tell him that to his face.
Like, I'm gonna have a weird kid.
Unless
I'm, like,
unless I whiplash my kid. I'm saying not like whip him, but I'm saying if I
Like,
do
shake him?
unto what was that actor's name? Miles Teller.
Yeah.
If I was to Miles Teller my child and I was the J.K. Simmons of Whiplash.
Yeah.
I should really watch this movie so I can get your references.
Oh, it's great.
I hear it's
a
awesome.
Fabulous movie.
I just remember though that Joven consistently sends me gifts of children being hurt, which I think is a really
Guys,
bad sign
Go
for
to
a dad.
reddit.com/r/children falling over.
Yeah,
it's
I-
fantastic.
So I changed my answer to Ian.
No, you wouldn't want that because I follow an Instagram account called Kids Getting Hurt.
They'd both be terrible dads. Neither one should reproduce.
There you go.
It's so great. You see so many kids doing what they call the scorpion.
Yo,
It's
oh
just
my
like-
God.
Where
Because
the
they're
feet
so
come back,
they're
yeah.
so
They
bendy.
move. They've got that forward momentum,
Yeah.
and their legs just flip over,
Yeah.
and their
Yeah.
spine. Like I can't do that now.
No,
as an adult,
no,
I can't
they're
do
so
that.
flexible.
Yeah, no, you would be crippled
Yeah.
if that happened to you. If
They're
you
so
scorpion.
malleable. They just
Yeah.
crunch it.
Summer Games isn't over. I could still scorpion.
That's true. So, just one last question: like, where do you see Smosh Games going, and how would you like to?
Straight to hell.
Okay,
What? No.
all right, weird.
You know what? Seeing Kimmy at this trip has actually kind of reminded me how great it is to see the magic of new blood join,
Yeah.
and seeing more of like the blurred lines and seen more Smosh people in Smosh Games videos and seen what that character's like. Because we know, like, if Lasercorn and I are in a video, we know what that video is going to be like. But to see these new combinations and see this new fresh atmosphere and the fresh blood, really, it's just like, I'm excited to see what's next.
Yeah.
Let's get Kimmy in some SG videos. Let's open the doors. Let's have some fun. Let's get weird. Let's see what can happen.
Yeah.
That might happen.
Let's change things up.
Yeah, I definitely see them moving into the future. Like Smosh Games has to get on board with the future tech, the new VR and stuff. Yeah, man, have you seen the quests
that went
with
so
the
well
backpack?
with us?
That's the
Yeah.
first time I've ever wanted VR. Like
Yeah.
all the other things, like I don't have a PC, so I didn't want to like invest in a VR thing. But now the Oculus Quest, I looked at it, I'm like, I actually
Yeah.
kind of want that.
Into the future.
Yeah. All right. Well, into
Yeah.
the future. That's the mantra we'll carry with Smosh Games. Into the future. If you guys aren't watching Smosh Summer Games, what the frick are you doing?
They're listening to a podcast, apparently.
Go subscribe to Smosh Pit and Smosh Games. Go catch up because it's week 3. We got one more week of Smosh Games. We got one more week of Smosh Summer Games, baby. Why am I always burping right at the end? I don't get it.
It's extra air.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Smosh Summer Games, Apocalypse.
Go back and watch the other ones. They used to be marathoning these.
Yeah, this has been a blast. I can't wait to see
We
what
gotta find
happens.
out if the streak ends, when it ends.
That's true.
It will never end. Spoiler. The streak will never end.
By the way, what was the hashtag we decided on? It was
break the streak?
Break the streak.
Hashtag the streak is real.
So get in those comments,
Yeah.
get on that Twitter, spread that hashtag, show your love. Also, if you want to show your love for
got
which
some
your
shirts.
favorite team,
Oh, right.
we got Mushroom Clouds shirts and the Toxicity shirts.
Unbiased. I
They-
actually really do like my.
They
I like
they
the
don't come with
toxicity.
the nipples cut out
No,
like this.
thank God.
This is a personal alteration I
But
made.
if you hit up Lasercorn, he'll cut
I'll
holes
do
in
it
them
for you. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
sign it and cut some nipple
Please
holes in
don't.
it. Sure.
Please don't. Please don't. We
That's
like
how
our
that'll be a
nipples.
special option.
Every one of us like our nipples covered. Thank you. So if you're not yet subscribed to the SmoshCast, please do so. You can subscribe on any of your favorite podcast things. And if you're watching this on YouTube, which comes out on Fridays, subscribe to the SmoshCast on YouTube. Do all this stuff. Hit a like. Punch that bell button so you know when a new video comes out. And thank you, Joven and Lasercorn, for coming on.
Thank you for holding us hostage.
And best of luck with the rest of the games, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You
Competition
too.
back on.
You will need it.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Adios.
Bye-bye.